In my restless dreams, I see that town. Welcome to LoreDive, where we look into and analyze the stories behind all of our favorite video games. Today we are going back into Dead by Daylight, and its latest chapter, Silent Hill. With its new map, Midwich Elementary, its new survivor, Cheryl Mason, and its new killer, the Executioner. Now, before I begin, there will be major spoilers for Silent Hill 1 and 3 in this LoreDive. I won't be going completely in-depth into these stories, as that is a LoreDive for another day, but there will be enough here to spoil the story if you haven't played the game already. So please be aware of this moving forward. In Maine, there exists a small lakeside town known as Silent Hill. Originally a tourist spot, the town managed to stay a relatively unknown gem, and was a place where those who chose to vacation there could get away from it all. The town was peaceful, and some who visited stated that they felt an almost spiritual energy about the place, allowing them to put their worries to rest. The energy of the town was noticed by a religious cult known as the Order, who sought to use Silent Hill's energy to bring about the end of days and usher in the creation of a new world that would be a paradise. Due to the Order's meddling, the town was altered, and more horrifying actions began to take place there. Many left the town, while others simply disappeared entirely. After one particularly horrifying action, the town would from then on be forever split into two realms, the Fog World and the Other World. Some people would claim that they saw monsters and creatures in the Fog World, while others never did. Even if one were to encounter these twisted creatures, however, the Fog World was nothing when compared to the true nightmare that Silent Hill could bring. If one was unlucky enough to hear the call of the siren that would blare throughout the town, then they would be transported into the dark Other World. This world was similar to the Fog World, but twisted even further to the point where hope itself was strangled in the darkness. Macabre monsters would roam the town, taking on the shattered psyche of the person that summoned them. In the Other World, there were epicenters of power, based off of locations that were important to one particular person whose fate was tied to the town. These locations included Midwich Elementary. To the student that was bullied by her teachers and classmates, attending Midwich Elementary was comparable to torture. As the Order's grips on the town's supernatural energies tightened, a transformation occurred. The childhood trauma that took place in the building manifested itself into a twisted, nightmarish design. Though desks and textbooks remain, they are eerily contrasted with stained walls, rusted chains, and hanging cadavers. Any notion that this could have been a place of innocence and learning has long since faded. Now, the memories of Midwich have been added to the realms that the entity can pull from, a harsh reminder for those whose pasts are intrinsically linked to the small Maine town.